Think of a high-end restaurant kitchen during the dinner rush. The master chef stands at their station, focused entirely on the food. When they need a spatula, a prep cook places it exactly in their hand. If that chef had to stop cooking, walk out the back door, and dig through a messy pile of boxes to find a single tomato, the restaurant would fail before the first course was served. That chaotic, disorganized kitchen is the current reality for the $13 trillion global construction industry. Since 1970, while global manufacturing skyrocketed by optimizing its workflow, construction labor productivity has dropped by 30%. A red zone now fills this gap, revealing an efficiency deficit that drains $1 trillion from the global economy every 5 years. This decline happens because skilled builders spend 14 hours of every workweek searching for misplaced materials instead of building. Recovering those bleeding profit margins requires a complete rethink of how the job site moves and manages its materials. Construction sites can solve this by introducing their own version of a restaurant prep cook, a dedicated materials coordinator. Highly trained craft workers, like electricians and welders, earn fully loaded rates of around $38 an hour. For 100 workers, 14 wasted hours a week costs over $1 million annually. A dedicated materials coordinator costs just $52,000. Subtracting this creates over $700,000 in net savings through labor arbitrage, freeing builders to build. Investing in a dedicated supply chain resource yields a massive return because it protects the job site's most valuable asset, the time of its skilled builders. The coordinator eliminates the push system, dumping materials on site months early, and replaces it with just-in-time delivery. Like a grocery store restock, new materials only arrive as the old ones are used. Tech giants like Dell revolutionized manufacturing by bringing parts to the assembly line exactly when needed, eliminating the cost and clutter of giant warehouses. This works in heavy construction, too. The Shard in London was built on a tiny, congested city block with zero storage space. Every glass panel and steel beam arrived at the gate minute by minute, right as the crews were ready to install them. The coordinator sustains this flow using a system called 5S, treating the storage yard like a professional library where every part has one specific labeled home. These manufacturing disciplines transform a chaotic dirt lot into a precision installation environment. Moving thousands of exact parts onto a site requires a flawless link between back-office accounting and the workers in the field. Tykert Infrastructure felt this pressure while managing complex underground utilities. Tracking specific conduits and fittings in the dirt was an administrative nightmare. Logistics managers were spending 5 hours every day manually matching paper delivery slips to complex Excel spreadsheets just to see what had arrived. They solved this by integrating automated software into their ERP system, a single master ledger for the entire company. This cut a grueling 4-day invoice auditing process down to just 4 hours. Consolidating these tools provides the visibility needed to manage site logistics at scale without overwhelming teams. The ultimate metric for a successful site is wrench time, the percentage of a shift a worker spends actually installing materials with their tools. On a standard, uncoordinated site, that productive slice is only about 35% of the day. The rest of the shift is swallowed up by traveling back and forth to the storage yard. The coordinator reclaims that time using kitting. They gather the exact screws, parts, and tools for a specific task and put them into one localized box before the shift starts. Delivering these kits directly to the workspace pushes wrench time up to 55%. The time previously lost to walking and waiting is converted directly into building. Removing that travel and search time is the only way to increase a site's physical output without adding more people to the payroll. Increasing efficiency to 55% creates a massive capacity boost. A 40-person crew now equals 63 workers operating at the old, inefficient rate. This 23-person gap is a workforce of virtual workers, a capacity boost achieved without extra hiring or benefits. This brings us back to the restaurant kitchen. The materials coordinator sets up the ingredients so the builder can simply execute the work. A builder who doesn't have to pause to find a part works more safely, more continuously, and with much higher quality. Fixing the global construction crisis requires clearing the logistical chaos so master builders can finally focus on the work they do best.